Hello, I am IceBeast, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. So, first thing I should say is Kerbal Space Program is going to wind down. I don't know exactly when I'm going to end it, but it will be ending sometime in the future, because I can finally start playing Rome 2. So we'll be talking about that later, but that's the possibility that's going on. So I think we're gonna pick up a few missions here. So we're gonna get this one and this one. Oh wait, do I already have too many active missions? I do. Oh, because I needed to get into orbit. That's what I was trying to do. To get the flea guy into orbit. Alright, so let's try this again. Let's go back to our construction. What happened to our spacecraft? We should have the this guy here, the orbit tester, yeah, who's got the flea. Doesn't have a parachute, which is a problem. Let's get a parachute on you. I also want to put on the mystery goo thing so we can possibly do the science mission that we just picked up. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Cool. So the next thing I want to do is I want more liquid rocket here. That's Science Junior. So yeah, we're gonna put on another liquid rocket fuel tank. Then we're gonna attach this. Then we're gonna take this off and we're gonna throw on another solid rocket booster. Cool, and then we're gonna take this construction and oh wait, we needed stacked a coupler. Let's get that, stacked a coupler. And then we need this to go. Alright, so we got 4, then we got the stacked a coupler. Then we have this engine, then this engine, then this decoupler, then this engine. Cool. So what we want to do is, or what I want to do is put another stage. This one goes here, and then we're going to want to put one more stage and get these all separated so that we can fire this engine when we want to. Alright, I don't know if this thing has a chance in hell of taking off, but we're going to try it out. Stability control turned on. Come on, turn on stability control. Oh wait, why do we have Bill Kerman on here? One sec, let's revert flight to a vehicle assembly. I was like, why can't I turn on stability control? And then I read the thing that came across. I think we have the scientist on here. Now we want to put our pilot on here. There we go, and let's launch now. Alright, so let's turn on stability assist. Let's go. I'm guessing we're probably gonna list in a weird direction, but this is a really hilarious looking craft. But we are getting good thrust. So that's good. We need to be, what, between 90 and 95,000. That's what it was. Alright, so we're still going up. That's good. We're listing a little bit to the side. Please stop, please stop, please stop, please stop. I mean, it is the right direction to actually be listing, because it's extending our orbit out ever so slightly, the direction we want it to be going. But anyways, let's keep watching this. And we're gonna have another rocket stage, which will help us out. Okay, there we go. Now we're sort of counter-rotating back towards where we came from, but that's okay. I want to turn ever so slightly now this way as we get into the upper atmosphere, and we're using this rocket to fuel us forward. We can extend our orbit just a little bit. Our apoapsis is going to go up. The ship automatically is sort of listing back here. Let's get this into like a good position, and then let's fire the engine ever so briefly. Let's kill it. Now let's look at where we're at. Alright, our apoapsis is at 85,000. That's good. Let's turn off SAS, and we're going to get set up to almost a perfect 90-degree orbital trajectory here. Transmit or recover scientific data from in orbit around or from space around Kerbal. Are we in space yet? I don't know if we're in space yet. We're gonna wait till we get up to a higher altitude before doing that. So our moment of truth is about 80,000-ish feet. We're gonna max throttle at about 80,000 feet. She's so excited. Look at her over here. She's so excited. In her view, she gets this little window right here to look through. Let's get back out. How do I go back to the space view? I forgot. Oh, but we want to fire the engine, so let's do that. How do I get out of here? I forgot how to get out of this view. There we go. It's C, if anyone's wondering. Let's look at how we're rolling here. We are extending the orbit ever so slightly. Our fuel situation, we're at about half fuel. We do need to raise the orbit up ever so slightly, so we're going to do that. We're at full throttle. We're now at half fuel, to be exact. I don't know if we're going to be able to get this. We need to get about 2,000 orbital velocity to be able to realistically get a circular orbit. What's going on up here? It's going to be real close, but I think we're just going to run out of fuel. Yep, we barely failed here. So you might be going, well, wait a second. You look like you have an orbit, and we do. But unfortunately, we didn't get up to 9,000 meters. And I don't think they count this as an orbit. Okay, so we're going to revert the flight again. I feel like we're basically just going in circles, but that's okay. We basically need one more fuel, which might be too much, but, you know, too many items here. I want to move the whole thing. There we go. All right, well, let's try launching again. Just going to keep trying this bad boy. One more fuel. Remember, you have the fuel to weight problem, so we won't get nearly as high as we were the first time. We didn't have a very straight launch. But that's okay. Look, she's so excited. She's so excited. All right. So there is a question of if I should just run the center rocket with the main group here and get the extra thrust, or if I do better like I am doing right now. That is a question. If I turn this off, we aren't adjusting much. Okay, good. Now let's turn it back on. This is a fine orbital trajectory to be on, because that means that we will be pushing out just a little bit to begin with, which is fine. Oh, man, didn't realize that was the end of that stage. May have lost precious velocity. We got a little more liquid fuel, though, this time, which is good. We have an extra about 90 liquid fuel, which is good. Come on, we can do it. 54. Yeah, we're about to run out of fuel. We just did. So let's get oriented a little bit this way, and then let's engage the rocket. Cool. We want to get this up just a little bit higher. This is good. We're going to cut that. Then what we're going to do is we're actually going to try our maneuver from about this 82,000 angle. So we're going to get ourselves into position. We still have a lot of fuel. Boom. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to throttle up just a sec here, then throttle down. That little bit of fuel throttle will help stabilize us just a little bit. Okay, good. We're in a decent position to get to the orbit we want to get to. We're gonna throttle up at about 75,000. Right now it's good. Max throttle. I misclicked if you're wondering. I'm not like out of sync or anything like that. And now we just hope we do this right. I'm gonna leave that on. 86,000, 87,000, 88,000. All right, we're gonna throttle down again. We're gonna come now down perfectly towards the horizon. Lock that in. Did we lock it in good or not? I don't know. Okay, now we're gonna throttle up fully. We should be very close to our apoapsis, where our momentum is giving us a little bit of a help here. Throttle down, adjust ever so slightly because we're not quite on the horizon. Throttle up. Running low on fuel. We can get this going. We'll be good though. You guys saw you saw when this thing starts drifting, that's when we're good. Okay, we're almost there. Oh shit. It's okay. It's okay. Our periapsis is in a good spot. Oh, we're good right now. Let's go to the map. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're going to rotate the opposite direction. This is fine. We want to get going towards the counter direction that we're going now. Stop the rotation. We're hoping to do this before we run out of time. Okay, come on. We're almost there. Lock. We're gonna throttle in just a little bit. Stop. Come on. Beautiful. Lock that off. Use the flea. We're losing it, but that's okay. It did its job. And then yeah, it did its job. Now can we also observe the moon goo? Beautiful. Let's keep the data. And we'll try to recover that data and hopefully get this other one taken care of as well. So we were in orbit, and then we use this rocket to... This debris is probably going to be up here forever, by the way. But yeah, we use this rocket to get us to come back to Earth, basically. So it all worked out well. Now let's just advance time. Look at that beautiful sunrise. We are now entering the atmosphere. Can we orient ourselves? Come on. And lock. Now we're going this way, so we kind of want to be going like this. I'm going to try to actually save this, not use this last stage. Come on. Figuring out how to get this thing to spin the way you want it to. Oh, fuck, I hit the wrong button. Well, I just launched that off. So it's gone. I just said we were going to try to save it, and then I fudged it in the butt. It's okay, though. Bye-bye. It was an accident, but it's going to the ocean anyways. We're going in to the atmosphere. We're going in like this. We're in the atmosphere. Cool, we're gonna come down, it looks like right into this part right here. Okay, we're going to deploy our chute, which will allow us to go straight. We'll slow down the speed so the game doesn't break. You didn't establish a warp, which is unfortunate. I'm going to turn off the stability assist, which was probably what was causing us part of our problem with that violent shaking. The chute has opened. We are slowing down. Beautiful. Now we're going to come to the ground. Speed 4. Oh, that was our rocket that we tried to keep. All right, cool. So that was exactly what we wanted to do. Now we're going to go to the Space Center and we'll turn in our missions. So you are here. And we're going to recover you. Recover orbit tester. We got some stuff, data. Did I do what I need to do for that mission? She advanced to level 1, that's good. It looks like I've completed all my contracts. Yep, completed that one. So let's back out here. So now we should be able to get more contracts. I want to get, so I want to try the one that is, test this when just sitting around. So I'm going to get the test this while just sitting around, and we're just going to do that right now. So that contract is on Kerbal, landed, test the TA-116 stack decoupler. All right. The TA-18 stack decoupler. I don't know why I said TA-116, but. All right, you guys all come off. You're going to be renamed Landman. Okay, so you're the Landman. TA-18A stack decoupler. This is what I need to test, right? TR-18A stack decoupler. Oh, this is TR-18A stack decoupler. Oh, okay. So we're good. We just want to put you up here. This should work. So I should be able to just go boom, and we're done. All right. Space Center. That was an easy one. Recover. She gained no experience, so that's okay. Recover. Cool. Now let's see what things we might be able to get with our science actually real quick. And then I think I'm going to try to go just back into orbit again. So we can get advanced rocketry for 45 science. We could get the bigger decoupler, the adapter, the fuselage for our space planes, which we haven't done really anything with. So this gives me better stability control, but right now I don't feel like I need better stability control. At first I thought I wanted that, but I think I want to go down the rocketry line so I can try to get this bigger booster. Alright, let's research this bad boy and purchase the parts. And we're just going to build a big old rocket and launch her up. So let's get you out. I want you to come back. Beautiful. And I'm going to put the decoupler right here like I always do. Wait. Why can't I get a decoupler on you? Something weird's going on here. Is there any other parts left over? Oh, there is. There's one down there. Okay, now I see what's going on. So this is no longer Landman. This is Big Can. All right. Don't worry, guys. We will launch this time. Might have to stop mid-launch, but we will launch it. So I want the parachute. I want Mr. Science actually. So let's put you here, you there, you there, you there. All right, then we're gonna get the. So I have the Swivel's one I was using before. Now we have the Terrier, which has much less thrust. Final stage engine. Yeah, I think actually it might be good as a final stage engine. Yeah, this has more fuel for less mass. But not by much. Alright guys, can't beat Kerbal Space Program without clicking off the screen, so I did it again. So we're going to use the Terrier as our final sort of like drive engine here. And then we're going to get the decoupler. And we're going to throw on a... No, this is the hammer. What I want to do is then throw on a couple fuel tanks. Yeah, we'll get 3 fuel tanks. Have you come up and put on the swivel here. The Reliant gives me the most thrust, but I get no swivel. I don't get a gimbal. I'll take the gimbal. All right, so then we're gonna put on another decoupler. And And then what we're gonna do is put on the big boys, the big rockets. I'm gonna go with the same basic setup I had before. So let's get you up there, followed by another stack decoupler. We're gonna launch this bad boy, guys. I know this episode's gonna run long, like every other episode I do, but I want to launch the rocket before the end of the episode. So there we go. And we just get the radial decouplers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Put the rockets on. Cool. So rocket stage, rocket stage, rocket stage. Okay, good. And then we're just gonna throw you here. All right. Let's try her out. We got the right person on board. And we want to put Valentina on here for now. Let's launch you. Because we want that stability assist. And now we have, she should have gotten some abilities. All right. Oh, we're falling over. Revert to launch real quick. I think we're still going to be falling over. Yeah. Okay, I needed to know where we were falling over. Let's go back to the vehicle assembly real quick. I think I just need to pull these guys ever so slightly down. Wait, what the hell? Why aren't they quadding? Okay, let's try this again. What the hell? Come on, come on. Okay, you guys on good? Okay, I think this will work then. Now let's try it one more time. Cancel. Launch. Here we go. Stability control on. Launch before the ship can pivot. So we're pivoting a little bit this way, but we have a lot of thrust, which is helping keep us going straight up. But we have, as you can see, we've got a little turn going. When we lose these rockets will be the interesting moment of truth. And deploy. Still going up. That's good. That's good. I'm pivoting us. I'm turning us a little bit back towards the angle that I like here. So we can get the orbital turn in. Still not going too fast, but we'll get a good burst of speed from this guy. And then we have a lot of liquid fuel. So I think we have 120 up here, and then an additional 600 down here. That gives us lots of liquid fuel. We need to get a little higher though before we can realistically cut the liquid engine. So before we can cut the liquid engine. So we're gonna gain some altitude. See what altitude we're gaining here. We want to wait till this is about 75,000 before we do anything. So there we go. Let's cut the engine. Then I'm going to pivot to make our turn. Make our orbital turn here. We'll be a little bit above the plane of... We're going to be a little bit above the plane of our other flight, which is too bad, but that's okay. So let's get this ready for our orbital turn just above the horizon. Oh, we're pivoting back down. Let's get just a little bit farther up. Just above the horizon. Just around the river bend. 77, okay. 66, so at about 70, we're gonna launch the engine. At about 70, we're gonna full throttle this engine. We're not just above the horizon. Now we're just above the horizon. Let's do it, full throttle the engine. Beautiful, because it pivots, because it's on a swivel, it's gimbaled, it should be pretty easy to do it. And you can see we're flattening out here. Because we're changing our angle, our momentum direction. We should have plenty of fuel to get this to happen. And then we'll have that second engine to do something with. I don't even know what we'll do with it. Maybe go home. I don't even know what we're going to do here. But it's going to be exciting. Whatever it is. Oh, let's cut the engine. Cut the engine. See what we've done. Alright, we're not quite done yet. So yeah, we're not quite done yet. He's over here now. Just going around the planet. Like a big boy. Actually using a surprisingly lot amount of fuel to get this to happen. But remember, it accelerates at the end there. Partly because we're not well oriented, but... Okay, let's try this. Here we go. Launch the engines. We're gonna run out of fuel on the bottom engine in a second. We just ran out of fuel there, so we're gonna drop you off. If we want to get into orbit, we're gonna have to start this engine. This engine has a lot less thrust, but it uses fuel a lot more slowly because of it, and we're very close to being in orbit. We're past our apoapsis right now, but that will change here in a second. We'll start going this way as these areas start getting higher in the overall orbit. Let's look at our oxidizer. We still got lots of fuel. Okay, let's cut the engine. Our paraapsis is at 72,000. Our apoapsis is a little low. We need to get right on the horizon and launch the engine again. That should pull this up without moving this up too much, but... Okay. Then what we're going to do is we will call it a day. But next time what we're going to do is we're going to go up to here and launch our engine at the apoapsis to pull the paraapsis up a little bit. But cool, we got two orbits. They cross right here, but not on the same plane. So there is no even remote chance of collision. That all being said, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time.